So boys and girls, it's Monday the 1st of July. I'm your host Thomas Adams and this is the Game Zone News Recap. Our top story of the day is all about Call of Duty Ghosts, aka Dogs and Fish with AI. Today Activision are tempting gamers to pre-order Call of Duty Ghosts by giving everyone an exclusive map by the name of Free Fall, which will of course be dynamic, and of course if you don't pre-order you'll probably have to buy this map. While not much is known, Activision have said that the map will change based on how the players approach the game, as well as that Free Fall does a great job of showing off this mechanic. So basically it's Call of Duty's answer to Battlefield 4's skyscraper map that falls over and gives players two versions of the certain maps. I personally am ashamed to even call this a feature, and I know that it's just going to be basically the linchpin of all these game releases and upcoming game releases after that, because it's just nothing special and it just really shows how little innovation exists within CoD and Battlefield. For example, I'd like to see games that give players an actual choice in a multiplayer match, as well as having real destructible terrain instead of having, oh, I'm going to hide behind this paper thin box that may have light penetration when using a heavy machine gun or a sniper rifle. Yeah, so basically we got some boring script/timer events that will make the map change, and I don't even know if there'll be a cutscene, but whatever the case, it's been done before and I'd like to see something new. 3 days ago, Microsoft's product planning boss Albert Penello went ahead and said that the whole hardware comparison between the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One is completely meaningless, and attempted to do some PR talk to anyone who thought otherwise and additionally reinforce his beliefs. If we fast forward to today, July 1st, he reappeared and pretty much said sorry while being in a long-winded fashion, and attempted to compromise by just reasserting that Xbox One will have some awesome games that are, if not as good, and probably going to be better. So I don't know, but at the end of the day, if a piece of hardware is superior and you're talking to the mass market, when you say this is more powerful, they may not understand that it's 1% more powerful and the PlayStation 4 is a lot more than 1%, but whatever the case, when it comes down to that, this is more powerful, this is less powerful. They view the less powerful as inferior no matter what game's on it, especially when you say like the Halo fans haven't been quite happy with the new Halo series and how it's evolved, especially when you look at, say, the Xbox 360 versus the PlayStation 3, when the PlayStation 3 has had Uncharted, which is hugely successful, in addition to their latest release, which is The Last of Us, and countless others on both platforms. So as a PC gamer, I understand that hardware is really good. You need to have good hardware before you can go play these games at cranky graphics, but if the game is shit, basically, it doesn't matter. It would be a bad game. It doesn't matter how good it is, but for PC gamers, it normally is because games are made on consoles, which are severely limiting everything, and they just do a rubbish port, and we just have these beastly PCs that just power through all these constant errors and just bad ports. But for me personally, I'd say, looking back on a 360 and PS3, if I had to choose one to get, I would choose the PlayStation 3. Not just because of Last of Us, but because quite a few games, and I don't know. Let me know below what you guys think. Over in the MMO corner, we've got a brand new trailer for The Secret World, and in case you haven't heard of this MMO, which is of course for the PC, well, it's a pretty bad MMO, sadly. It hasn't been doing very successful. It spams my email quite a lot with all these new features going free to play or whatever it wants to do, and it just seems to be clutching at straws. And their new trailer really shows that, because we've got basically demon babies with children singing in the background to make it all eerie and scary. But it won't matter because this game just isn't selling very well, and it's sad. It's sad to see that a lot of people's hard work just didn't pan out, and that's the sad news. But who knows, this maybe we'll get some money for them, but I don't think so. Now, our last story of the day is great news, of course. Minecraft's update 1.6 has been officially released, and you can download it via the client, and it includes horse armor and horses, but the horse armor will not cost you money. Now, to give a quick rundown of the new changes that we've got: horses, donkeys, mules, horse armor without any payments, leads, carpets, hay bales, and anything else that involves horses, feeding them and looking after them. In addition, they've changed how the whole texture packs works, from which they'll now be called resource packs. And basically, you got your standard textures. In addition, the people who create them can also add sounds and change how Minecraft actually sounds, which I think is pretty damn awesome. So I am, for one, looking very forward to some new sounds in an awesome game such as Minecraft. And all I have to say is, poor old Xbox users for being charged for the skins and not having texture packs or mods or any cool things like that. In addition, they're going to have to rebuy Minecraft on the Xbox One, so good times for them, great times for me. Remember that you can check out the latest news on www.gamezone.com. I have been your host Thomas Adams, and this has been the News Recap.